Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Alright, we are going to be checking out the CRKT Trask. Now, the Trask was designed by Ochs, and it's kind of cool because apparently, I guess, the name Trask comes from the Trask River in Oregon. Apparently, Ochs grew up around that river, and that's how the knife got its name. So it's kind of cool. I can dig that, for sure. Let's check it out. So as I said, this is the Trask. Now, the first thing we're going to see is this has a deadbolt lock on it. Very interesting. It's one of CRKT's newer locking systems. So let's see, we had the seismic, the shock, and I believe there was at least one or two more deadbolt knives out there. So the Trask is now a deadbolt knife. Very cool. Now you can see there, you got this black kind of GRN handle here, and it kind of, the pattern on it kind of makes it resemble carbon fiber, which it's got a pretty good look to it. Now, as you can see there, it's got that really, really micro milling in it, which is really, really cool, and it actually gives it a pretty darn good grip, to be perfectly honest with you. Of course, you can see there you've got the blue accents on the back spacer and the pivot collar. Yes, indeed. There is your adjustment screw for basically your tension screw for kind of pretty much acts as your detent there. Really, really nice looking. Got a fairly deep carry-ish pocket clip. No recessed pocket clip screws. Sad face. Anyhow, you got steel liners there, and you definitely got some pockets there for weight reduction, so that's cool. Your liners are pretty they're pretty flush. They're up just a hair, but for the most part, they're pretty darn flush on it. Really dig that handle shape. Now, if you remember the Polar 3, very similar, and we're going to see a lot of similarities between the Trask and the Polar 3, to be perfectly honest with you. So just keep that in mind. You do have your only method of opening is basically what they're calling a thumb hole. It's meant to be slow rolled there, I think, but of course, the knife people, yeah, okay. Can't never do it in front of the camera. Well, there's other things that play into that, and we're definitely going to look at that. But I can Spidey flick it. There, see? I can't do it on camera. Golly! Anyhow, check it out. You've got that drop point blade, CRKT logo. There you go. Trask. It is running on IKBS ball bearings. There's your model number, 5375. And of course, then your button lock, or excuse me, your deadbolt lock, which is pretty much a fancy button lock. There we go. Had to give it just a little bit of wrist. Overall, the action is okay. It's not bad. IKBS ball bearings, yeah, it's okay. We'll just go with that because we're definitely going to talk about it a lot more. Everybody's like, oh no, JB's got another CRKT. Hey, it is what it is, and we're going to say exactly how we feel about it. But let's just get our specs and everything out of the way. I don't want to jump too far ahead because, I got a lot to say about it. All right. Overall, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at about 7 3/4 overall. At least we agree about that. Handle length is about 4 1/4. They call it 4.43 officially. Okay, sure. And then I'm getting a blade length of about 3 3/8, which they're gonna call it. Yeah, it's close. We agree on that. But our cutting edge, 2 3/4. So as far as cutting edge, depending on your local laws, not quite sure if that's gonna keep you out of trouble with that 3-inch blade length. But your cutting edge is only 2 3/4. Grip length, 1, 2, 3. You've got a decent amount of grip length, pretty much 4 inches And you can even squeeze out more if you choke up there. It's kind of, sort of, it works out well as a forward finger choil. It is kind of, I guess it's meant to be. It's kind of a half choil-ish, you know, half forward finger choil, but it does work out. So, I mean, if you're looking at that, I mean, you're looking at darn near 5 inches of grip length. So, larger hands, I mean, there you go. Normal grip, that's what it looks like in my 3 3/4 inch hand. If I move up and use that forward finger choil, a lot of real estate left over on this knife. So, you know, not bad. Not bad at all, really. All right, let's do some size comparisons. Where are they at? There they are. There's our PM2. We're going to get that out there. So, definitely, the PM2's got it by a little bit in the handle and just by a little bit on the blade as well. I bet we're going to be able to make a Trask sandwich once I get this one out there. Let's see. Yep. There, the Trask has got the bug out by, probably a good 1/2 inch on the handle and a little bit on the blade. So, overall, not too bad. So, we could definitely make us a Trask sandwich. Now, I'm just going to throw this one out there because I do have this one in for review as well. This is the CRKT Lanny Liama design. So there you go. So the Trask is actually a little bit bigger than the Lanny, and you'll definitely hear my thoughts on the Lanny here coming up really soon. You know, us as, you know, knife reviewers, it was smaller than what I thought it was, you know? So, yeah, I was a little surprised there. But anyway, let's get a weight on it. Now, like I said, first off, I will go back and show you that we do have some weight reduction, some skeletonization going on, which is very good. That's not a bad thing. Let's get the scale out here. All right, what do we got? We have 4.4 ounces. So even with that skeletonization, we're pushing up on 4.4. Without it, we'd probably been well over 5. 4.4 is not bad. Like I said, you've got a 3 3/8 inch blade, so a little heavy as far as inch per ounce as far as blade goes, but it's not bad. It carries very, very well. Oh, sorry. My friends across the pond. We got to tell them 124 grams. Like I always say, they probably figured out a long time ago how much it weighed in grams. Not me. It did carry pretty darn well. Like I said, you do have the loop over clip for deep carry. Just a little bit showing out of the pocket. So it's not bad. And it's nice and smooth in and out of pocket. So nothing bad to say there. So this is where we're at. The Trask. What do I like? What do I don't like? Love Eric Ochs' design. Now, like I said, and unfortunately, no, I don't have a Polar 3 to compare it to, but there are a lot of similarities between the Polar 3 and the Trask here. The handle shape where it widens out towards the back, towards the clip. Yep, very similar. Blade shape is kind of similar. Not saying anything like one is like the other like that. It's just they're similar designs. Trust me, guys, we're seeing that a lot lately. You know, it's just the way it is. Anyway, back to the Trask. I do love Eric Ochs' design. I like a lot of Eric Ochs' design. In hand, this knife is super, super comfortable. It really, really is. Very comfortable. Got a nice ramp there for your thumb. Get an excellent grip on it. It's finished pretty darn well. Everything is chamfered very nicely. The pocket clip, no issues there. Overall, design features, design-wise, yeah, it's a really good knife. Kudos to Eric Ochs on the design of his knife. Now, we're going to talk about CRKT and the execution of that design, which to me, yep, once again, it leaves a lot to be desired. Well, that's number one. Good Lord, really? I mean, it's darn near rubbing on the clip side. I mean, it is severely off center. It's not rubbing, so it's not bad, but yeah. Yeah, I was like, wow, when I first saw that. I'm like, holy smokes. Yeah, it is off center. Now, some of you might be saying, hey, JB, you know, you do have a tension screw there. Yep, you sure do. Right now, we're going to look at that. I don't mess with the knife beforehand, but we're actually going to take a look at that right now because, you know, normally I don't mess with the pass-around knives like this, but really, I just can't believe it's that off-center. And the Action IKBS ball bearings, it says it has IKBS ball bearings for smooth action. There, I did it on camera. Yeah, man. There we go. Now I can do it. I'm not thinking about it. That's why I just did it. Now there I thought about it and couldn't do it. So you do have this tension screw. So okay. Oh, sorry. The other thing. I don't know if you can see this. It's got a good amount of blade play in it. I don't know if you can. There, I mean, there you can kind of see it. It's got quite a bit of blade play in it. So let's get our tension screw, and we're going to try to remove that T6. All right, cranked it down a little bit. There. Still got some blade play. A little bit more. Still got blade play. Ooh, dang. That's about completely cranked down. Still have blade play. Yep, still have blade play. Wow, that thing is cranked down. Yeah, we still have blade play. All right, well, let's check our action. Oh my goodness. Well, we're definitely tightening it up. Oh man. Okay. Let's see our centering. Yeah, that hasn't helped that at all. Well, we're tightening this tension bar, so it's actually pushing the blade further over. So the more we tighten it, I'm surprised it's not rubbing yet. Wow, that's tight. We still have blade play. My goodness. All right, the tension screw is cranked down. We still have blade play. Not a lot, but it's still there. We're not touching yet, so you know what? We're going to go the opposite way. I cranked this down quite a bit. So now I've got to go back to where I was. Not quite. Not quite. I'm going to try to get back to where I was prior to. That's pretty close. That's about where it was. Yeah, that's about where it was. So, that's where we're at. We'll go back to our blade play. Golly, man. Can you guys see that? Look at that blade play. Wow. Wow. I'm trying to improve the centering now. I backed it off quite a bit. Our blade play, I think, got a little bit worse. Is our centering getting any better? Nope. All right. Back it off a little bit more. Blade play. About the same. Centering. Nope. Wow, guys. Man. All right, that screw is getting really loose. A little bit more blade play. Centering. Centering got a little better. It did. It got a little bit better. All All right, backed it off a little bit more. Oh, wow. Now, oh, wow. Yeah, now our detent's gone. And the centering's getting better. So, oh, man. That screw is really loose. But, I mean, the action is much better, but you don't have any detent anymore. And it's not quite centered. So, I mean, yeah, you have 0 detent left. I mean, I don't even have to hardly do it. So, I mean, okay, I'll fix it. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Sorry, this has run a little bit longer, but I wanted to take a look at that. So if we crank our tension screw back down, I mean, yeah, you can flick it, but it's got no it won't even catch the blade anymore. The blade just slams down. So I really got to go back and, yep, as soon as I tighten it back up, it goes right back over there. So, yeah, I'm not even going to mess with it anymore. There you go, guys. Another really, I love this knife. Rewind. Love the design of this knife. To me, maybe it's just this one. I don't know. But once again, CRKT has taken a really good design and, well, you saw what they did with it. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's D2 blade steel. I don't think I mentioned that, but it is. It's D2 blade steel. So, what can I say? I'll give it, Blues Crew, we're going to give it a 6.5 to a 7 at god-awful best. There's just a lot wrong with this knife. $100. $100 for that. Guys, buy a Pilar 3. The deadbolt lock is not worth that $50 if this is the knife it's going to come on. I'm sorry. Buy a Pilar 3. Save your $50. And I'm very sorry to say that, Eric. Eric Ochs, I apologize for saying that, but that is my honest opinion. So, there you go, guys. That's definitely the CRKT Trask. So, as always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.